So what is the overlap between Frankists, the Rothschilds, and Judaism?
Okay. All right. So there's competing interpretations, okay? So the Rothschilds are Frankists, okay? We know that. The Rothschild believe in the Frankists, okay? As well as the Epsteins, okay? So that's overlap. So we look at Jeffrey Epstein and the Rothschild. Why were they close? Because they're all part of the Frankist movement, okay? So there are two interpretations of Frankism. The first interpretation, which is the mainstream interpretation, is that Frankism is a heresy, okay? Because what Frankism argues is justification by sin, all right? And the idea is that this world that we live in is a fake world, right? And this fake world is run by evil people, Satan, who impose ideas that make no sense. For example, the idea of sin, right? So for example, you shouldn't eat pork and you can't work on Saturdays, it's Sabbath, right? Wait a minute here, that makes no sense whatsoever. Aren't we, as divine beings who are connected to God, aren't we able to reason for ourselves what is right and what is not right? And how do you prove your faith then? You prove your faith by rejecting the idea of sin and putting your total faith in God. And you do that by breaking taboos, right, including incest. So when you commit an act of incest, what you're doing is you are literally showing that your faith in God is stronger than the conventions of man, right? So Jacob Frank has this great saying where, what I teach you, this is a thing that 10,000 men can't lift, right? This oppresses 10,000 men. But this one thing you can live with a finger, okay? It's light as a feather. It's the idea of taboo and sin, okay? We've been oppressed by the idea of morality, by the idea of sin, by the idea of taboos. And once you free your mind, then you're capable of anything. You're capable of divinity, okay? So that's the main teaching of Jacob Frank. And Jacob Frank is one of the founders of the Illuminati, along with Mayer Rothschild, okay? So Rothschild is a Frankist family. The Frankists are considered a heresy of the Jewish faith. But then there's another interpretation, which is that the Frankism is just a natural extension of the Jewish faith, because the Jewish faith is one based on superiority, racial superiority, right? So like the Jews are just a inherently superior people to everyone else, the Goyim, because they are God's chosen people. And therefore, they should be allowed to do whatever they want to demonstrate that they're superior, right? Including breaking taboos. So there are two interpretations. The mainstream interpretation by the rabbis is they're heresy. Let's never talk about them because they're evil. The other interpretation is they're just a natural evolution or the logical conclusion of the Jewish faith.